Thank you, Representative. Thank you for coming and sharing this. And let me say that you are a great personal example of the success of the system, because I think you're a great addition to this body, and I think it's wonderful to have you here. But I have to ask you this, because I think that the concept is one we want to continually examine. What objective basis would you have for saying that if it's not the number of, if it's not the results, what objective measure do we have of the success of the system? There were, in fact, more unchallenged races for the House in 2008. There were 46 uncontested races as against 40 in 2006. There were, for the House, 116 challengers in 2006. There were only 103 in 2008. The total number of candidates, there were 281 in 2006 and only 273 in 2008. Now, my experience with the organization, with the Election Commission, was very good. I admire them for the work they do. They do it very efficiently and well. But if we're talking about measuring the impact of a public campaign finance system, what other objective evidence do we have than whether or not it actually has increased competition?
I would submit to you that I'm not in objection to measuring, and I think you do need objective standards. But I would say to you that, one, the system has not been in place for that long, and so to look at the difference between 2006 and 2008, I think it may be instructive, but not necessarily determinative. And so my thing is to be careful about taking a system which has not been in place that long and using the small amount of data that we have to say anything about what the system is able to do. And perhaps it's not objective, but I would say to you that sometimes we're too smart for our own good, and we will take data that may indicate a thing to mean something that it does not mean. So when I say that even if the number of people participating has not increased, we still have done a good thing because we have provided access, I believe that to be true. I believe it to be at the core of everything that we go forth and tell the public. And I don't understand how the body could go forth and tell the public that we want you to be a part of what's going on and limit access to that very same public. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and that's my personal opinion, which may not be objective because I've participated under the system, but I think it is important. I think the members of the public who aren't a part of this body would, to a large extent, agree with that.
Thank you, and by the way, I do appreciate you picking up on my question. And thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Representative Hetherington. Any further questions for Representative Winfield?